Welcome back, AfterBuzzers. We're here tonight. We were going to have a special guest, but he's not going to be here this evening. He'll be here next week. We will talk about that. Tonight is Sex Lies and iPhone Videos, Season 7, Episode 9, Shahs of Sunset. Mike is caught red-handed. MJ is still planning her wedding. And, of course, Gigi bombs her presentation. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, we're back.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
What's a mood today?
For real, okay.
I like it. I'm digging this.
I was ready to bust out like a running man, but then we got this over here. Okay.
So instead of doing this fast, you're
Right.
Slow mo.
Yes. This is actually really relaxing. I needed
It
that. Hey everyone, I am your host, Cristal McLaughlin. I'm going to go ahead and introduce my panel, or have them introduce themselves.
Hey guys, this is Mayte Carrillo.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Nycole Hutchins.
Hey everyone, it's Danya Marie.
All right. So, okay, I was waiting for that to go away. It's super loud. Anyways, we have so much to talk about tonight. There was a lot going on in this episode. It was very heartfelt, and we've got people who are learning to grow up, I guess. That's really what the episode was about. It's about people growing up from like things in their past and just trying to like move ahead. So first we want to start off with Mike.
Oh yes.
Wow, that was intense, right, ladies? Like, I literally, when I was watching it, it really brought tears to my eyes, and not because I've had a hard week, even though I have. But no, literally, I felt for Mike, because I felt like it's so difficult for men to really express how they feel, right? And when they do finally do it, they hold it all in, and then they just like have this like outburst. And he's so lucky, really. I know he got into it with Reza, but he's really so lucky to be able to cry in front of his friends, because those are true friends. When you can do the ugly cry, like you guys, and you're you're doing all that stuff, and he's wiping his face with a towel. I mean, you really are around the people that you need to be around. What did you ladies think about that?
I don't think anyone really understood, or at least I didn't, like how deep his pain was going through that divorce. And I think he puts a lot of the blame on himself, which, I mean, it was all to blame on him. But at the same time, you just didn't realize like how much he was hurting. And to see that finally was a breakthrough for him.
I love seeing this vulnerable side of him. I know for the past several weeks, I've said some things about Mike that probably weren't so flattering, but once I saw this side of him, you guys, I started like empathizing with him. Is that the right word? Empathizing, sympathizing, whichever one it is. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Mike, I'm feeling for you right now. Like I love it. Like it explained everything. Everything makes sense now. Why he is the way he is.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like once he said what he had to say, it's kind of like it showed his vulnerable side, like you were saying. And I thought it was very, I don't know, it caught me off guard.
Totally.
Because I did not expect that to come out of him. But then at the same time, I can't, like, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, oh my God, what about Jessica? If she's watching this,
oh my God,
what must she be thinking?
Oh my God.
I always wonder how she feels about everything.
Yeah, because at the same time, he mentioned the whole situation where Jessica was at a Tony Robbins seminar, and those can get intense. Not that I've been before, but I've watched the Netflix special, and I was already like, oh my God. But the fact that she's been through so much pain and he doesn't want to put anyone through that, like, man, did he love her?
Yeah, he did.
It shows you that he's not a sociopath. No offense, but it just shows that he's like a real human being. And that's I think ultimately when you watch reality TV, you see a lot of what people want you to see instead of what really is who they are. And I mean, this went way beyond that, right? So, getting to see him just be true to himself made me like him a little more. You know what I mean? Not that I don't dislike him. Right. It's just, it felt like I finally got to meet the real Mike.
Yeah.
Right.
But then again, it's kind of like, okay, he had this horrible experience with Jessica, and now he's doing this again to Morgan. It's like, come on, like, when are you gonna actually get it together and treat
deal with
someone?
your issues?
Well, I think he's not aware, though. I think the thing is, he is coming, it's almost like it's come to a head, and it took all these people that are surrounded by him to like get him to realize this. And maybe he kind of was just in denial.
I think he realized it too late too, because by the time he realized that
His
he was doing it with Morgan,
Right.
it was too late.
Yeah, it was his pride and his ego. And then, not to mention, before I forget, because I was like, wait, what was I gonna say? And then I remembered it right now. I really loved how like they usually gang up on each other, right? And they totally gang up. Those two were ganging up on each other, Reza and Mike. But I really loved how when they really saw that Mike was hurt, they really rallied around him. And it made me feel really warm inside. And I just was like, okay, so these people really do love Mike and love each other. And when it comes down to it, it's just like family, you know?
Yeah.
There's a point where you just got to go, okay, where did I mess up and how can I be better?
For sure.
You know, it was definitely a heartfelt moment and a lesson nonetheless.
Sorry. We have our live chat up right now, so if you guys have any comments or want to add into anything, make sure you write to us.
Yes.
No, I just wanted to add, it just really makes you think about a lot of people out there who are dealing with similar issues that Mike is dealing with. And if you guys have ever dated someone like Mike, you know, you start to think, maybe that person was just really going through something and they couldn't really be honest
with
themselves. And when they can't deal with that or face that, it's just they take it out on you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I just had a moment, but I'm going to let that go.
But it's so funny you say that, because you say that about that person that's doing the wrong, but we also have to be aware of allowing that to happen to us, because then we are also responsible for allowing that type of bad behavior. And I know I'm guilty of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because you know your worth, right? And that's why I felt like this was such a powerful moment, because we saw him break down and realize this, but also we got to hear what Jessica said about her being enough.
That made me cry when he was like, yo, she was on the phone telling me, I'm enough. And I was just like, oh my, like I could hear, even though she wasn't there, I could just hear her voice for some reason. And I could almost feel her pain, you know?
Girl.
Because it's just like, she's speaking for a lot of us right now. And oh my gosh.
I felt it.
Let me not get
That
into
whole
this
scene
right
in
now,
this
y'all.
episode was really powerful. It was like really like emotional, powerful. I felt everything that like Mike was feeling.
Yeah.
But also Reza, because I know that he really wanted to find a way to help Mike. So I think he's doing the right thing, and I was glad to see them come back together.
Yeah, I think Reza knew exactly that there was something deeper going on, and Mike wasn't opening up. So he was the only one that's been able to push his buttons and get him. And honestly, you need friends like that in your life, because
100%.
a lot of us are kind of sometimes like we don't want to talk about it. Others are just so front and forward and will just say things to your face. You know exactly how they're feeling. But like Mike's situation, it's totally different.
Yes.
On our live chat, we have Love and Lives. She's like, I can't believe you guys go live. Yes, we do. She's like, I'm always kind of waiting for Mike and Gigi to get it going. Kimberly says, am I the only one that thinks this isn't the real Mike, but yet another version of himself to show that he is misunderstood? Yeah. And then we also have Love and Life saying that their families love each other too. And that they're each other's yin and yang. I think he's talking about Gigi and Mike.
On a kind of a lighter note, it was so funny because I was like, I was watching how like they were talking about Gigi and her, who's the person with the camera? They were talking about it, and I was like, all I could think about was like, I need to take Gigi out with me. She can be my Inspector Gadget with her camera.
I'm trying to tell you, right?
Yo,
yes.
So funny. I thought that was hilarious, and she's always on it.
She is.
She is on it, man. Let me tell you, that's a ride or die right there. If you're like, hey, you know, I think my boyfriend is cheating, she's like, you know, so.
That's dangerous. I was just in Vegas this weekend, and there's videos popping up, and I'm like, oh my God, I do not remember that. That's dangerous.
Oh my
having
God,
other people, like,
okay.
you know,
I need to be careful in 2 weeks, because I'll be in
girl.
Vegas, so I need to be watching, looking over my
like
shoulder.
You're just like in the moment, and you're having fun, and you're like, hey.
And then later it
you're
comes
like,
back for you.
I guess what happens in Vegas does not always stay in Vegas.
Right. I take that back, girl. You better watch out. Well, we are going to go ahead and move forward with the live read.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
Nycole.
Let's get right into it. Hey, AfterBuzzers, our network produces after shows for nearly all your favorite TV shows. From dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more, there is no network that works harder to serve television fans. But we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that is tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they are optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know you did so in the comments, and we'll thank you on air. That's right, live on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV Talk.
Woo! Thank you for doing that, Nycole. That was beautifully read. Okay, so now moving forward, MJ is prepping for her wedding, right?
Oh, I'm so excited.
I know, me too. I can't wait to watch.
Is it her wedding or is it Vita's?
Good one. Now, so she's having her dress made, and it's a couture dress, so it's not perfect yet, right?
Yeah.
Vita, of course, is there at the fitting. It's entertaining, but oh my God, what a nightmare. What did you ladies
frustrated.
Yeah, what did you ladies think about that? Like, if that was your parent that did that in front of like everybody, and you've been through all that stuff, how would you feel?
Well, first of all, MJ was
She's like, let me tell you.
First of all, MJ was calm.
Yeah.
At least based on what the cameras captured. I'm like, girl, are you gonna say something? Because honestly, if that were my mom, she probably would have made some comments like that. I'm like, Mom, chill. Like, this is my day. I get it. Like, you want to be happy on this day too, but it's my day. So if I like the dress, I like the dress.
Yeah.
I
also think MJ is trying to kind of avoid it, and, like, be positive.
Yeah.
It's her day, so she's trying to feel like I'm the one in power. I'm just gonna enjoy it and ignore it.
Yeah.
I think that's what she was trying to do.
She controlled her emotions. Good for her.
Yeah.
She's better than me.
She's been doing that a lot, though, when it comes to Vita.
Yeah.
I feel like this season, she's been kind of just letting her do her own thing.
Yeah.
And I understand, too, because it's like, it's such an important moment.
Yeah.
And if you bicker or if you get, I don't know, if you say something that Vita wouldn't agree on, she has Reza there.
Yes, that's what I loved about that.
I think she's like, Reza, can you please handle it?
And he did.
Because if you notice, Vita will just give him a look, and he's like, yeah, that's not enough. I'm still gonna go to that aisle and go and walk and strut, and you do you.
Again, we bring up Reza. He is such a good friend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He is a ride or die.
Amazing.
He is harsh, but he is a friend that will tell you like it is. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need people like that in your corner, because anybody can smile and tell you, oh, you look great, and you're this and that, and be all positive. But at the end of the day, like, if you're not coming at me with some positive criticism or constructive criticism, because it's not gonna always be positive, right? But if you come to me with constructive criticism, then, and I know you as a person, and I know that you're good-hearted, I'm definitely gonna take what you say and absorb it, and maybe I won't digest the whole thing, but I'll definitely take part of it and run with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I really liked that he did that.
I have to say too that a lot of the times they put a front for the show, and because we had her here like 2 weeks ago, she is the nicest person ever.
Yes,
and the entire time she kept on saying how like her and Reza, she kept on bringing Reza up. Like, I can tell they're legit friends. Yeah, it's not just a front for the show.
No.
100%.
I
love her.
I know.
She was so sweet.
She was.
She was just like
so
a
pretty
best
too.
friend.
Yes,
Like, just
very pretty.
Yeah, like good-hearted. But I will say, MJ, you did not tell us you were pregnant on the
I know. Oh my God, I should have like read into it though.
Right.
I was like, hello.
I was like, dang it, she knew.
She was glowing.
But she was rocking that J-Lo jean suit.
Oh, that was by J-Lo?
No, but it looks
like J-Lo
like
style.
J-Lo
Yeah.
Oh.
And so all I could think about was like, damn, I couldn't even tell.
Me neither.
Yeah, we couldn't
that was
tell.
good.
That was good. But congratulations, MJ. We're so happy
Yes.
for you, honestly. We know how important that is. I must also say, she's the funniest person ever. Like, watching her detox and like do her workouts in the pool, and she has this funny little like swim cap on that made me laugh so much, and really that really sums up her personality.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All right, so moving forward, we have Gigi's elevator pitch.
Oh my gosh.
You guys. Oh my God. It hurt me to watch it.
It was hard to watch. Yeah.
I literally was cringing inside. Like, I was like, oh God, please stop. Like, let it get better. I was hoping, I literally was like, okay, she's going to do really, really bad. And then it's going to be good at the end. She's going to have like this epiphany of like, this is my passion. And this is what I'm going to say. And I'm going to say this because this is how I feel. I'm trusting my product and my business and my brand. What happened?
I still think that it was good that she tried it. Because I
mean,
feel
that's
like
scary.
Gigi needs to do things that make her like, I don't know, just like
bring her
out
out
of
of the box.
her comfort zone.
But she should have also gotten like maybe a coach or something.
That yes, but I think Nima could have definitely coached her more.
I think so too.
So I feel like he kind of just threw her in there.
He totally
You guys,
did.
that was the most cringeworthy, pathetic thing I've ever seen in my life.
I think it was
just
brave of
telling it
her.
Okay, I understand bravery, but the thing is, she has a support system where she could have been better prepared.
Yeah.
And she should have utilized her resources. I'm sorry, you have people out there who are working their booties off to get opportunities like the one that she has, and she just... it's like she just threw it under the bus, and she just didn't take it seriously.
Well, we don't know yet.
Well, we don't know yet. And then it got so bad. I was thinking, you know, this is for the show. They told her to do this. This can't be that bad. Like, honestly, after a while, I just stopped believing that it was actually that bad. And then what made me even more upset is that after it was over with, her friends, Nima and Shervin, oh, you did fine, girl.
That's what I wrote down.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
Nima could have definitely done better for her.
well,
Coached her.
Yeah, I think he tried.
No, Nima did enough. There's
That's
no
true.
way.
Yeah, no, you're right. No,
Nima
yeah,
did
he
enough.
did.
Look,
He did.
no one could
Slow
be.
down.
Okay,
We
listen.
don't want to
let me
talk
tell you.
over each other.
Sorry, it's just Nima like edited her presentation.
True.
Nima put her in the position of taking those professional pictures.
Yes.
Nima
Yeah.
linked her to like all of these investors. It's so hard for you to stand in front of someone and have investors that are part of like your business there who are willing and able to donate. Not
He's
donate,
putting himself
but
on the
like,
line.
and he's putting himself on the
That's
like
the biggest thing.
he did a lot.
Money
for
and
her.
his reputation on the
He
line,
did.
and
That's huge.
you're
Coulda
wasting
coached
people's
her.
time when you don't take out the necessary time to prepare. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I can't. I can go on and
Let
on,
me
but
get you
whatever.
with Danny, girl.
Thank
Hold
you
up.
for real, because I'm sorry, Gigi, get it together.
Yeah.
Take this seriously. I know you say you love your brand, but I just could not believe it. Like,
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
couldn't
she
feel
was
it.
really high? Maybe that's why.
that's
she
no
seemed
excuse.
like it at the same time. I don't know. I still think it was good for her to do it because
Yeah,
she's
that I
never
will say
worked
was
in her
good.
life. So it was like a step for her, even though it was a bad step, but she took a step.
Okay, but does that make them good friends or not good friends? Because they literally, like you said, this is what I wrote down. I was like, okay, they're bad friends for not. And that was one of the questions I was going to bring up to our special guest. That's not here.
Tell us so we can ask him next week.
Shervin was supposed to be here this evening. He could not make it. I understand. And I will not be here to interview him. So you ladies, I will have some questions for you. Or maybe I'll be, I won't. Anyways, we'll get into that later. But literally, I was thinking like Shervin and Nima should have said, you know what, girl, you were not prepared, but it's
You're talking about
good.
Shervin, Nina? Yeah.
Yeah, they should have said, look, you were not prepared, but it's good that you put yourself out there. And you need to learn from this. We taped it. Here you go.
Yeah.
That's
No,
a
I do
good
agree with
point.
that.
Yeah.
You know, she can learn from this. This is
Yeah,
a learning
good
lesson. but-
Nothing is ever bad. It's always a learning lesson.
Can I just say it was so funny? She kept on saying click, 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 click.
You see
click.
you see their facial expressions in the crowd, like,
It was
get
so
this
good.
girl off stage right now.
Yeah, it was so good. It really was, honestly.
Yeah, and then when she was sitting there, she's like, "Oh, that's a great quote," and it's like, "Oh my god, girl."
Because Nima probably just put it in there.
Right? At first, I thought she was acting. After a while, I'm like, yo, she's acting right now. But it was so bad, it was good. I will say that. It was so bad, it was good.
It was one of those things, though, every time she cursed, I cringed. I was like, you don't talk to your audience like that. Whether it's, you know, pothead people or, you know, church or anything. You just don't do that. It just doesn't look tasteful, you know? And I know that's her personality. She wants to, you know, business is different than pleasure. You have to learn how to be professional. And I understand this is her first, like, job. But at the end of the day, like, I hope she takes initiative and she really, like, learns from this and is teaching, you know, herself how to do better, be better, study, or I don't know. I was a little disappointed. She has a good personality.
Right,
She could have just easily just been like, hey guys, you know what? I really like this stuff and this is why.
Yeah.
And that's what I was rooting for. And I think that's why I got so upset about it. It was more of like, you can do this.
Right.
I should have been there and I would have prepped her up. I would have been like, girl, you got this.
She just needs to channel her personality in a better way.
100%.
And have more
100%.
confidence about what she's doing in regards to her brand. Like, this is your brand. You should be excited about it. And I think she could have been more transparent with the crowd when she first got on. Like, hey guys, I'm just gonna be totally honest with you. This is my first time presenting this, so bear with me. But I love this. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Instead, it was like,
And she would have broke the
chair.
right.
No, like how she is in her confessionals. How she's so chill.
Exactly.
And she's like this, and she's like, no F's given. That's what I want to see.
Exactly.
With her sitting in that chair and being like, okay. So let me tell you a little bit about.
I think she overthought it like way too much.
Yeah, and she shouldn't have smoked. Like, you know, some people are good at, like, you know, presenting and that, you know, being inebriated. I will tell you right now.
It's hard.
I did champagne. Well, remember that champagne? Oh my Lord. I get like this, you know.
Actually, I found the opposite to be very true for me, but
Really?
I'm not
Oh
gonna go
no,
there.
it makes me so sleepy. Maybe some tequila is different because tequila is the only alcohol that's an upper, by the way. Yes, I know this. So anyway, so then we see Destiny trying to reach right back out to, you know, the private investigator, and she's trying to figure out what's going on with her dad. But it seems like her mom is totally hiding stuff.
Yeah.
What do you ladies think about that? Well, how would you feel if your mom was doing that or a family member was hiding something like that from you? Wouldn't you feel betrayed?
Yeah. I think she's definitely frustrated and has a lot going on, like, in her mind, especially when it's your mom. I mean, you look to her for answers and she just doesn't want to give them. But I don't know. I think eventually, hopefully, she'll support her.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Kind of sad.
Yeah, I think that she's hiding it just to protect her.
Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
and she probably doesn't want her finding out the truth about her dad because she's scared that probably she's going to get upset at her mom. This can tarnish her relationship with her mom. But I feel like she just needs to give her mom that reassurance because I don't feel like Destiny is the type of person to completely cut off her relationship with her mom if she were to find out something really drastic.
What do you ladies think it is? Like, in my mind, I kept playing like, uh-oh, are you the other woman?
Oh.
You know, no offense, Destiny, I love you. But honestly, like, I kept thinking, is that what it is? Is she hiding something like that? Because, like, why would you try to hide something?
It's just so crazy
So
because there's
much.
so many different things it could be.
Yeah.
You just, I don't know, you think of everything possible. You hope the best for Destiny,
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
because she's such a good person.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you don't want to see her hurt because you could tell, like, the minute she gets on the phone, she's like,
Yeah,
crying.
breaks
I
down.
mean, literally. And, you know, I also loved seeing Gigi console her because let's just be honest, she's not the most affectionate person.
I know.
So that was a nice
nice.
thing. And she even mentioned it. She's like, look, you better take my hug.
right.
I don't ever do this. So
That's
it's
me.
cute. Yeah.
It's so true. I'm not a hugger, but I hug whenever someone's going there, I'm like,
Oh, no.
What's okay?
They're
I
there.
just briefly. What's up with people who don't like to hug? Is it like a territorial thing, or like it's? Because I'm a hugger. I just love giving hugs. It's just
I
like
like to squeeze, too.
yes, me too. Like,
I like to suffocate you.
is it too
Lord,
much?
I'm in the middle of you two.
Right? Is it too much of like personal space or something, or that's too intimate?
I don't know. I think it's like, you know what? I used to be a really like hugger when I was like a kid, and I think I there was a moment where it was just like stop, and then ever since then I just don't do it.
I got you, yeah.
Okay.
But if it comes to a situation where I see someone crying and I see them go through it, yes, I will go and I'll hug them. If I see someone walking across, I'm like, hey, I'll go and I'll hug you. But it's not like just because I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna hug you.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not me.
Yeah.
Speaking of intimacy, let's talk about our favorite moments of the evening.
Ooh.
I think for me, it was definitely the breakthrough with Mike and what's his name? Reza. I totally forgot his name.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stole the entire episode for me.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Why did you ladies feel that way?
You want to go first?
Yeah. For me, again, like I said, I've had these views about Mike this entire time so far, and to see that, I kind of resonated with him because it just reminded me that we all have some type of trauma that we're dealing with.
Yeah.
And how it's so important to deal with that before getting into another relationship.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting how you can sometimes see a little bit of yourself in somebody else, regardless if they're male or female. And so it really hit me and tugged at me a little bit. And so, and that's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
It really is.
It brings back old memories and like feelings, right?
Yeah.
You almost like relive it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I get that. What about you?
For me, it was Mike really realizing himself in general, because he, like you were saying before, he just does not see what he does most of the time. So when he realized he was doing everything with Megan, it was kind of nice to finally see him go like, okay, I'll tell you, like I'll show you how I'm really feeling. And then I really liked seeing Reza, like you were saying earlier, they always come together in the end.
Yeah.
Like you think it's going to be over because they're so dramatic.
Oh my
and then
God.
you're like, no, you know they're going to get back,
That's just 'cause
to
that's
being
all
friends.
love.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think my favorite moment was definitely Reza when MJ was coming out from the room with her wedding dress on and seeing how everybody was kind of like giving it a little bit of a negative tone.
Yeah.
And he just completely switched it up and was like, no, go and walk that hallway like it's your runway, and then just gave her that positivity. Put on the music too, in the background. I kind of heard it from his phone. And that was very uplifting. That was my favorite moment.
I really liked that moment too. I was going to pick that one, but I since you already picked it.
Yeah.
I would say my favorite moment is when they rallied together. I think I talked about that already.
Yep.
But when they rallied together, because I've never really seen them rally that together as a group. Like there's always one kind of like, nah, forget
Still
that.
bitter, yeah.
They literally, it was like, you ever see that? There's like a tribe in Africa where like if a person does something bad in that tribe, they end up surrounding around that person and they sing the song that they've been singing to them for the rest of their entire life since they're a baby. And it's supposed to be a positive moment. So if they do something bad, they don't punish them like with bad words or like hit them or any of that. They put them in the middle and they take the entire village and they sing to them their song. And I love that. That's what it reminded me of.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that make me cry.
Does
I
that
know.
work? Like, do they see correction after
Yeah,
that? Like,
they do. Isn't that
find a
crazy?
new way to
imagine and
Seek correction.
for real.
But imagine it's an entire clan and it's entire tribe, and
Support system.
you literally grow up with these people. I mean, it's not like out here where we're so like so distant from each other. Even if you're a neighbor, I barely meet my neighbors like this year because of the situation in my apartment. So, it's just different, and to me that's real true love, and we need more of that. You know what I mean? So
We definitely do.
yeah. So I just thought.
I just had,
Yeah. But anyways, is there anything else that you ladies saw or want to share or thoughts or just anything at all? Any predictions or know?
Yeah, let's jump into predictions.
Yes.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
that's a good one. I'm trying to.
I'm gonna go first.
Go.
I think Megan is gonna come back, and I don't think we're gonna see the end of her. And I feel
Megan?
What's
Morgan.
Sorry, guys. I've had a really long day. Morgan. I was close.
We got you.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You just pulled a Cristal moment.
Yeah. I feel like Morgan, this is not the end of her, and she's going to probably most likely be back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I feel like a lot is going to happen with relationships. Morgan and Mike and Gigi and Nima. Them four, I feel like something's going to happen that leads us to the wedding.
Okay.
So, since you already took Mike and Morgan.
I know, I was thinking.
Right?
You're welcome.
So, I'm thinking of Shervin and who was the...
Mona.
There we go, Mona.
I got you.
I really want to see those two hook up. I really do. I don't know what it is. It's just because they're both attractive people, and I feel like we see some moments where they're like flirting with each other, but you don't see it too much in the show. And honestly, I feel like we need to see a little more of Mona because I feel like she's just a prop for now. So yeah, I don't know. I predict that we'll see more of Mona and possibly Shervin.
I want to see Gigi learn from the whole experience. So I'm hoping that Nima and Shervin will give her real advice.
And she'll spread her wings.
Yes.
That's
And take
good.
off with her business. So.
I think so too. I would like to say I'd like to see Vita behave well moving forward. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm wishing and praying because I feel like MJ needs it so much right now under the circumstances of everything that's happened to her. Yeah, I hope the dress turns out beautifully and you know, she just has a beautiful, loving wedding that is memorable for the rest of her life.
I know. Can't wait to see that.
Yes.
Anyways, so I hope you guys like, subscribe, follow. Next time, come into our live feed because we are going to have Shervin here next week, okay? Shervin from the Shahs of Sunset, who was supposed to be here tonight. He's not here. But that's okay. We're also on Spotify now, so I hope you guys also tune into Spotify and subscribe. Like us, comment. You can also follow us on all of our social medias if you ladies would like to go ahead and plug yourselves.
Hey everyone, I'm Donya Marie. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can find me on all social media at Donya Marie 9.
Hey guys, it's your girl Nycole Hutchins, and you can find me at The Real Nycole on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey guys, I'm Mayte Carrillo. You can find me everywhere at This Is Mayte and also The Real Housewives of OC, Monday nights at 8 o'clock. Will and Grace, Thursdays at 8 o'clock. And yeah, next week
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. And next week, Shahs, of course.
And I am your host, Cristal McLaughlin. You can find me on all social media at Cristal823. That's with an I. I am also on the panel for the Will and Grace. We will be on at Thursday nights at 7 p.m. I hope you guys tune in. Thank you so much for tuning in again. And I hope you guys tune in next week to see Shervin, ask questions, think of things, tweet us. I believe Mayte will be leading the panel. We will also have somebody else coming on as a lead host. Or not a lead host, as another host to fill in my spot. But yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing all about Shervin, and hopefully I can like go on the live feed because you know.
Yep.
You guys should.
Yes. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.